Hi, thanks for joining me. My name is Lindsay Perez, and I'm with Clairol Professional Education. Thanks for joining us on this webcast where we're going to talk about BW2, and I'm going to show you a really cool highlighting technique that you can do with this product. So today we have Tina as our model, and she wants something different. She wants something bold, but still modern and still sophisticated. So I suggested that we do blue highlights, since she has this beautiful black base. So what we're going to do is we're going to first pre-lighten highlights with BW2 Lightener and 30 volume, and then we're going to tone it with Clairol Professional Cream Demi Permanente Cool Mix. Now this is one of our mix tones that can be used as a modifier with any of your Cream Demi Permanente or Cream Permanente shades, or you can use it alone if you want that really intense blue effect. So let's get started with the sectioning. So what we're going to do is we're going to section a diamond on the top of Tina's head. So as you can see, I basically just started where her natural part is, and then from there, that's the first point of the triangle. And I'm not going to go too far down because our highlights are actually going to be placed on each side underneath the diamond. So this way you can see the blue through the length of her hair and framing her face. But at the same time, it's not going to take over and look like she has completely blue hair. So you're just going to connect the diamond. And this way you form a little triangle in the back. And again, I'm not going to go too far down. You're basically just picking up a diamond on the crown of the head. And depending on where your client parts her hair, that'll be where you center the diamond at. So if she were to part her hair more to the side, this is where you would start. But if she were to part her hair this side, that's where you would start your diamond. And this is a really fun technique because it doesn't require a ton of foils, but you still get that effect of seeing flecks of blue throughout her hair. So when you section for the first foil, you definitely want to keep it in that angle following the shape of the diamond. And then we're going to slice. Not too thick because Tina does have really beautiful thick hair. But if you take a section that's too thick, meaning where you can't see the comb on the other side of the section, then her hair won't lighten evenly. You might get blotchy, uneven lightening. So the thinner the section, the better. And I'm just going to apply my BW with 30 volume. I'm using 30 volume only because I need it to get to a pale yellow in order to create a nice base to tone it with the cool mixed tone afterwards. And I might process her under the dryer as well, just so that I can speed up the lightening process. But always consult with your client and determine the condition of the hair prior to deciding what products to use and what developer strength you want to use. Because if the hair is fragile and kind of dry and damaged, you probably don't want to use 30 volume or the dryer. Maybe you want to just use a more mild developer like 10 or 20 volume. Maybe process without heat to avoid damaging the hair. And you're just going to continue on that same pattern. We slice maybe a ½ inch to an inch section depending on how thick your client's hair is. And we're just working our way up towards the diamond. And so you'll see with this angle and shape, it's just going to frame her face really nicely. And always make sure you saturate the hair really well, because that's another way that you can ensure you get even lightening all over. All right, so in this particular section, I'm actually going to do a double slice. Meaning I'm going to do 2 back-to-back thin slices, just because, again, I want it to be noticeable and bold. So instead of taking one thick section that doesn't process evenly, I'm just going to do 2 back-to-back slices. So I'm not skipping any sections in between these 2 foils. All right, so now we're going to continue up to the top of the diamond in that same manner. And we're going to do the same thing on the 4 sides of the diamond. So here's 1 section, 2 sections, 3, and 4. Okay, so now that we have all the foils placed, as you can see, I basically followed that same pattern of angling with the diamond in 4 different sections. So it's a fun, simple technique, and again, we're going to get nice placement for this blue highlights against the black base. So we're going to let her process for about 20 minutes under the dryer, just to make sure we get it up to pale yellow. Because if you don't get it to pale yellow, blue probably won't show that much. So we'll be back with the finished look. We're back, and here's our finished look. So as you can see, Tina's hair looks shiny and glossy, and she has these amazing blue highlights peeking out all around the right places. So again, just to recap what we did a diamond section on the top of her head, and literally just sliced foils with BW2 and 30 volume underneath each side of that diamond. Again, we shampooed her hair, and then afterwards we toned it with Cream Demi Permanente Cool Mix.